It's going to be a busy year for RPGs, with a number of games finally launching this 2020. This month eases us into new launches with a mix of games from indie titles with some dungeon adventures and some well-known fantasy universes. Without further ado, let's get into the month of February. Honorable mention, Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC Remind. Taking our honorable mention slot this month is Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC Remind, releasing on Xbox One. Determined to rescue Kairi, Sora travels to the Keyblade Graveyard a short time before the final battle was to take place. Not in his true form, he traces the hearts of the 7 Guardians of Light. Going through each of the battles firsthand, Sora is about to discover truths that he has never before imagined. This DLC adds new story content and boss battles, including limit cut bosses, plus a new double form allowing Sora to dual wield 2 Keyblades. There is also new photo mode, which allows you to take custom photos in-game, and a premium new menu letting you use codes to choose the difficulty of your game, to up the challenge and unlock further achievements. Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC Remind comes to Xbox One on February 25th and is already available to play on PlayStation 4. At number 5, Dungeon Defenders Awakened. Taking place after Dungeons Defenders 2, Awakened returns players to defend the world of Etheria once again in this action RPG tower defense game. This time, the plot is to stop the evil old ones from time traveling to change the hero's victorious outcomes. Take up the role of one of the 4 plucky adventurers who will fight the good fight against the dark forces. Play alone or team up with up to 4 players as you level up and get your hands on some legendary loot. Dungeon Defenders Awakened mixes tower defense action RPG with some 4-player co-op. You'll have a range of weapons to fight off the hordes of foes, including swords, crossbows, staves, polearms, axes, grenade launchers, and beam saber, just to name a few. Choose your character's gear, where you build your defenses, and what type of defenses you use, and keep Etheria safe from harm with your first line of defense. Dungeon Defenders offers a RPG leveling system set in a 3D fantasy world. Dungeon Defenders Awakened releases on PC and Switch in February 2020. At number 4, The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics. If you're thinking The Dark Crystal could make an interesting game, well, you're not alone, as developer Bonus XP has done just that. In a strategy RPG surrounding heroes Rian, Breya, and lovable podling Hup, take on this fantasy universe. The universe of The Dark Crystal is, well, pretty dark, and recent Netflix prequel set 100 years before the events in the movie has shared a new story about the clans. The game follows the same struggles of the Gelfling clans in this adaptation, where players must resist the dark forces at play, using turn-based combat to defend the world of Thra. Choose your unit's gear, upgradable abilities, and jobs, with 15 to choose from. Use your battlefield to your advantage, adapting to the changes that unfold. Battles are set to be highly replayable, with a variety of over 50 to play, and players can tackle New Game Plus mode once completing the game. The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics will be coming to the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Mac on February 4th. At number 3, Darksiders Genesis. Darksiders Genesis is coming to PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch this February. Take up the role of both brothers War and Strife, members of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse, as they fight their way through numerous enemies to save humanity from the destruction that lies in the hands of Lucifer. There will be plenty of intense combat, places to explore, puzzles to solve, and epic bosses to battle. The hack and slash title is set to have 11 levels total and 5 boss fights to master. Each of them can be replayed. You can go back to gain resources you may have missed at the time. Players will need to gain creature cores to level up your abilities. The creature core system allows players to upgrade and customize their horseman's battle skills. Play as Horseman, Strife, or War, which you can interchange as the situation needs. Both start with a number of different attacks. They can gain more skills as you progress. These creature cores can be gained by defeating enemies and bosses. You can also visit the merchant Volgrim, who will offer these in exchange for souls. Both horsemen can trigger a special attack meter once activated. It turns them into ferocious creatures that only leave a path for destruction. Darksiders Genesis releases on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch on February 14th and is currently available to play on PC. At number 2, Wasteland Remastered. Wasteland Remastered is an upgrade of the original 1988 game. InXile Entertainment have partnered with Chrome Studios to bring this classic post-apocalyptic sci-fi RPG into modern times. Receiving quite the makeover visually, players can enjoy a 3D upgrade. While not matching that of the upcoming Wasteland 3, it gets a crisp UI in top-down. Moving away from its original pixel art style that was seen on the likes of Apple II, Commodore 64, and MS-DOS. Wasteland is all about player choice and consequence. Your choices and way of life will shape the world around you. Wasteland is set in the year 2087. It's been 89 years after the nuclear war between the US and Soviet Union, which has turned Earth into a hellish wasteland. Survival comes with a daily struggle of hunger, thirst, radiation, raiders, and mutants. Plenty of mutants. As a desert ranger who has survived the nuclear holocaust by taking refuge in a maximum security prison, you must use makeshift weapons to defend yourself in a lawless land. Wasteland Remastered will release on PC via Steam, GOG, and the Windows Store, as well as Xbox One and Xbox Game Pass this February 25th. At number 1, Snackworld, the Dungeon Crawl Gold. Heroes, prepare yourself as the roguelike RPG Snackworld the Dungeon Crawl is coming to North America and Europe on February 14th. Make your way through dungeons in the quest for treasure, gain some much needed sweet revenge against the Sultan Vinegar for attacking your village. Snackworld is everything you'd expect in an RPG, places to buy weapons and inns to rest at, but you'll be seeing corner stores, vending machines, and cafes as well. You can explore the world, interact with surroundings, gather materials, and loot in a hack and slash fashion. Go it alone or team up with up to 4 to take down the tyrants. As you battle, you can summon your own snacks. These are creatures that can help you in fights, which can be traded with your friends. The game combines high fantasy with high tech, promising a fourth wall breaking RPG with a modern twist. This is the gold version of the game, meaning you will gain both expansion packs and all downloadable content from the original Japanese version. Snackworld the Dungeon Crawl releases on Nintendo Switch in North America and Europe on February 14th, 2020. That's a wrap for the top RPGs of February. Did I miss your favourite February release? What games are you most looking forward to this year? Please let us know in the comments below.